Dear friends, let's have a frank chat about something many of us grapple with as we embrace our golden years. Those nagging aches, the stiff joints that greet us every morning, that unwelcome brain fog, or perhaps those persistent digestive troubles. We often hear about superfoods and try them, hoping for a magic bullet. You might even be one of the millions who dutifully add chia seeds to your morning smoothie or yogurt, convinced you're giving your body a powerful anti-inflammatory boost. And truly, the wellness world has championed chia seeds as a modern marvel, with scientific research indeed supporting many remarkable health benefits. But here's the unsettling truth, and it's a truth that might surprise you. If you've been using chia seeds alone, you've likely been missing out on their real potential. The frustrating gap between the dramatic effects observed in scientific studies and the modest results most people experience has been hiding in plain sight. It turns out that chia seeds by themselves cannot fully activate all the intricate anti-inflammatory mechanisms your body truly needs to combat chronic inflammation effectively. When consumed in isolation, you're accessing only a small fraction of their immense power. Imagine having a powerful remedy, but it's locked away in a bottle you can't quite open. The medicine is there, ready to work, but it's not reaching where it needs to go. This isn't just speculation. It comes directly from peer-reviewed studies, demonstrating that a very specific, easy-to-add combination can amplify chia seeds' effectiveness several times over, uniquely targeting inflammation through pathways that chia seeds alone simply cannot reach. Today, we're not just exploring why chia seeds often underdeliver when used independently, but we're revealing the exact formula that finally unleashes their complete, transformative anti-inflammatory potential. If you're yearning for relief from stubborn joint inflammation, autoimmune symptoms, frustrating brain fog, or ongoing digestive issues, this evidence-based approach could genuinely be the missing piece you've been searching for. The research is compelling, and the best part, implementing this life-changing solution requires just two simple additional ingredients. Let's begin by appreciating why chia seeds are indeed heralded as powerful anti-inflammatory agents. These tiny titans contain exceptionally high concentrations of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, which is a fantastic plant-based omega-3 fatty acid. In fact, cutting-edge research published by the PMC has revealed that chia oil contains over 62% ALA, making it one of the richest plant sources available globally. Numerous studies have consistently documented ALA's impressive anti-inflammatory capabilities, particularly its role in reducing the production of compounds that actually promote inflammation in your body. Yet, their power extends far beyond just their omega-3 content. Chia seeds also pack a formidable punch of powerful antioxidants, including chlorogenic acid, caffeic acid, quercetin, and kaempferol. These remarkable polyphenolic compounds have been shown by research to possess significant anti-inflammatory properties, specifically by decreasing the production of pro-inflammatory cytokines like TNF-alpha and interleukin-6, which are essentially the alarm signals that tell your body something is wrong and to get inflamed. A recent 2024 meta-analysis provided even more compelling evidence, finding that regular consumption of chia seeds significantly decreases C-reactive protein, a key inflammatory marker doctors look for. Moreover, with approximately 20% protein content, studies indicate that proteins derived from digested chia seeds also exhibit anti-inflammatory properties, particularly by inhibiting crucial pathways that activate nuclear factor kappa B. NF-kappa B, which acts as a master regulator for inflammatory gene expression within your body. This extensive scientific evidence spans multiple inflammatory conditions, with clinical trials showing improvements in metabolic syndrome and research on cardiovascular inflammation documenting significant cytokine reductions, demonstrating measurable benefits across a range of health concerns. However, here lies the absolutely critical limitation that most people overlook. While chia seeds certainly contain impressive omega-3s and potent antioxidants, groundbreaking research reveals a significant bioavailability challenge. The omega-3 ALA present in chia seeds has a notoriously poor conversion rate into the more active omega-3 forms your body needs, specifically EPA and DHA. Studies painstakingly show that only about 5% of ALA converts to EPA, and a minuscule less than 0.5% actually converts to DHA. These are the forms that truly deliver the most powerful anti-inflammatory effects. To use our earlier analogy, it's like having that powerful medicine locked in a bottle you cannot effectively open. The beneficial compounds exist and are genuinely effective in principle, but without the right catalyst to enhance their absorption and conversion, most of these valuable molecules simply pass through your digestive system without ever reaching the inflamed tissues where they are desperately needed. This fundamental biological bottleneck perfectly explains why so many individuals eating chia seeds regularly report only modest improvements, rather than the profound, transformative results they hoped for. This brings us to the game-changing discovery, a synergistic secret that multiplies chia seeds' inherent power. By combining chia seeds with two specific, easily accessible ingredients, we can unlock a truly potent anti-inflammatory synergy. The first crucial addition is turmeric, and the second is a quality healthy fat. Turmeric, as many of you might already know, contains curcumin, which is perhaps one of the most extensively researched anti-inflammatory compounds on the planet. A comprehensive 2023 meta-analysis, meticulously compiling data from 66 randomized controlled trials, powerfully demonstrated that curcumin supplementation significantly reduces a wide array of inflammatory markers. This particular study found that curcumin dramatically decreased C-reactive protein by 0.58 picomoles per liter, tumor necrosis factor alpha by 3.48 picograms per liter, and interleukin-6 by 1.31 picograms per liter. Precisely the biomarkers doctors use to assess the degree of inflammation in the body. Research consistently shows that curcumin exerts its remarkable effects by inhibiting multiple inflammatory pathways simultaneously, including COX2, lipoxygenase, and, most importantly, the critical NF-kappa B pathway that we mentioned earlier. What makes turmeric so incredibly valuable when combined with chia seeds is their utterly complementary action. While chia seeds generously provide those essential omega-3 fatty acids that effectively reduce the production of inflammatory prostaglandins, curcumin operates at an entirely different, even deeper level. It actually switches off genes responsible for coding inflammatory proteins. This intelligent, multi-level attack creates far more comprehensive and robust protection against inflammation than either ingredient could ever achieve on its own. Now, let's discuss the absolutely essential third component, the healthy fat. Both the beneficial compounds within chia seeds and the powerful curcumin from turmeric are fat-soluble nutrients, meaning they absolutely require dietary fat for optimal absorption into your bloodstream and onward to your cells. Landmark research dating back to 1998 unequivocally demonstrated that curcumin absorption spectacularly increases by an astounding 2,000% when consumed with even small amounts of fat. When curcumin was given alone, serum levels in human subjects were often either undetectable or extremely low, highlighting just how critical fat is for its bioavailability. But by combining it with fat, its ability to be utilized by the body dramatically increased. Excellent choices for this purpose include extra virgin olive oil or virgin coconut oil. Beyond their crucial role in enhancing absorption, these oils bring their own independent anti-inflammatory compounds to the table. Research indicates that certain compounds in olive oil can inhibit inflammatory enzymes, while coconut oil provides medium-chain triglycerides, MCTs, that may further reduce inflammatory markers, adding another layer of defense. When you thoughtfully combine chia seeds, turmeric, and quality healthy fats, you are essentially creating a multi-targeted, potent formula that works synergistically at the absorption level, the cellular level, and even the genetic level, all at the same time. To truly appreciate the power of this combination, we need to understand how these three ingredients function together through a principle called nutritional synergy. When you consume chia seeds, turmeric, and healthy fats together, you're not merely adding up their individual benefits. You are multiplying them through a beautifully complementary series of mechanisms within your body. Let's trace this remarkable process from consumption to deep cellular action. As you ingest this thoughtful combination, the healthy fat immediately goes to work in your digestive system. Research clearly shows that dietary fats trigger the release of bile acids and stimulate essential pancreatic enzymes, thereby creating optimal conditions for absorbing other fat-soluble nutrients that are soon to follow. So, when the chia compounds and curcumin arrive in your intestines, the conditions are perfectly primed for maximum absorption. Studies consistently document absorption increases of several hundred to several thousand% for curcumin when it's consumed with fats compared to being consumed alone. Simultaneously, the omega-3 fatty acids from the chia seeds begin their vital journey into your bloodstream. Consumed alongside these additional fats, their intestinal absorption is significantly improved. These circulating omega-3s then travel throughout your body, potentially incorporating themselves into your very cell membranes, where research suggests they can profoundly reduce inflammatory signaling at a fundamental structural level, essentially building a foundation of anti-inflammatory defense. Meanwhile, the dramatically enhanced absorption of curcumin means significantly higher concentrations of this powerful compound are reaching your tissues and cells. Once inside, curcumin molecules penetrate cells where they directly interact with inflammatory pathways, powerfully suppressing NF-kappa B and robustly reducing the production of inflammatory cytokines. The true genius of this coordinated action lies in its timing. Chia seeds provide a sustained long-term omega-3 support for ongoing cellular health, while curcumin delivers acute direct suppression of active inflammatory processes. This intelligent, multi-mechanism approach elegantly explains why the combination produces vastly superior results. You are simultaneously building long-term cellular support with omega-3s, actively suppressing inflammatory gene expression with curcumin, and maximizing the bioavailability of both with healthy fats. It's like deploying comprehensive defensive fortifications and active countermeasures while meticulously ensuring that both operate at peak efficiency. Each component serves a distinct vital purpose, and together they weave a tapestry of comprehensive inflammatory protection that no single ingredient can ever achieve independently. Now that we understand the robust science, let's get incredibly practical with the exact, easy-to-follow formula you can begin using today to tap into these benefits. This recipe translates cutting-edge research into a practical daily application, offering an accessible and cost-effective way to harness these powerful anti-inflammatory compounds. You'll need 4 incredibly simple ingredients: whole chia seeds, high-quality turmeric powder, a healthy fat like extra virgin olive oil or virgin coconut oil, and your choice of liquids such as water, almond milk, or coconut milk. Here are the precise measurements for optimal effectiveness. Take 1 tablespoon of whole chia seeds, half a teaspoon of turmeric powder, 1 teaspoon of olive or coconut oil, and 8 to 10 ounces of your chosen liquid. Let's quickly explain each component's specific role. It's crucial that the chia seeds are whole, not ground, as grinding can expose the delicate omega-3s to oxidation, drastically reducing their effectiveness. 1 tablespoon provides approximately 2.5 grams of omega-3 ALA, along with valuable fiber and antioxidants, an amount consistently supported by research as highly beneficial. For the turmeric powder, ensure it's high quality with a deep orange color, which typically indicates a higher curcumin content. Half a teaspoon provides roughly 100 to 200 milligrams of curcumin. While this might seem modest, remember that research consistently shows that when combined with fat and consumed consistently, even these amounts produce measurable anti-inflammatory effects. Importantly, curcumin comprises only about 2 to 5% of turmeric powder, which further emphasizes why its combination with fat is absolutely critical for bioavailability. And speaking of fat, the healthy fat component is absolutely essential. Please do not skip this part. Research clearly and repeatedly demonstrates that without fat, curcumin absorption remains extremely poor. 1 teaspoon of coconut or olive oil provides sufficient fat for dramatic bioavailability enhancement without adding excessive calories. Studies prove that even small fat amounts can increase curcumin bioavailability substantially. To prepare this powerful mixture, simply add the chia seeds to your liquid in a glass or jar. Then add the turmeric powder and the oil. Stir vigorously for 15 to 20 seconds, ensuring everything is evenly distributed. Because chia seeds absorb liquid rapidly and form a gel, you must let the mixture sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes before consuming. Many people find it most convenient and pleasant to prepare this the night before, allowing it to sit overnight and creating a delicious pudding-like texture by morning that's easy and pleasant to consume. This overnight soaking also helps to increase omega-3 extractability according to recent research. For optimal results, consume this blend once daily, preferably with breakfast or your first meal. Remember, consistency matters far more than perfect timing, as anti-inflammatory effects build cumulatively, with peak benefits typically appearing after 2 to 4 weeks of consistent daily use. Before you enthusiastically dive into implementing this powerful formula, several important considerations and precautions deserve your careful attention. While generally considered safe and beneficial for most individuals, specific groups should exercise caution or, more importantly, consult with their healthcare providers, particularly those with existing medical conditions or those taking medications. If you are currently taking blood-thinning medications like warfarin or antiplatelet drugs such as aspirin, both omega-3 fatty acids and curcumin can mildly affect blood clotting. Research clearly documents mild anticoagulant effects from both compounds, which could potentially interact with pharmaceutical blood thinners. This does not necessarily mean you cannot use this formula, but it is absolutely essential to discuss it with your healthcare provider first, so they can monitor any potential interactions safely. Individuals with gallbladder disease or bile duct obstruction should also exercise caution with turmeric, as research shows curcumin stimulates bile production, which could potentially exacerbate certain gallbladder conditions. If you have a history of kidney stones, particularly calcium oxalate stones, it's prudent to discuss chia seed consumption with your doctor, as chia seeds do contain moderate oxalate levels that might be problematic for susceptible individuals. Furthermore, pregnant or breastfeeding women should consult their healthcare providers before using therapeutic amounts of turmeric. While culinary amounts found in food are generally considered safe, concentrated doses lack sufficient safety research during pregnancy and lactation. Chia seeds, on the other hand, are typically considered safe during these periods, but discussing any new dietary regimen with your obstetrician always remains the most prudent approach. The quality of all your ingredients matters immensely. Purchase chia seeds from reputable sources and store them in airtight containers in cool, dark places to prevent omega-3 degradation from light and heat. Turmeric powder loses its potency over time, so it's best to buy smaller quantities and replace it every 6 months or so for maximum effectiveness. For your healthy fats, choose extra virgin olive oil stored in dark glass bottles or virgin coconut oil from reliable, trusted brands. If you are new to these ingredients, it's wise to start with smaller amounts initially. Some individuals may experience mild digestive discomfort when first introducing chia seeds, particularly without adequate water. Chia seeds absorb liquid rapidly, so ensure you maintain sufficient water intake throughout the day to prevent potential constipation. Turmeric can occasionally cause mild stomach upset in sensitive individuals. In this case, beginning with a quarter teaspoon and gradually increasing to the full half teaspoon over the course of a week allows for gentler digestive adaptation. Finally, always remember that this formula is intended to complement, but not replace, medical treatment for diagnosed inflammatory conditions. Always work closely with qualified healthcare providers when managing chronic inflammatory diseases. Now you might be wondering, what can you actually expect when you start using this powerful formula and over what time frame? Understanding realistic timelines is key to effectively evaluating this formula's effectiveness and maintaining consistency long enough to truly see results. It's important to remember that anti-inflammatory changes occur gradually as your body's cellular environment gently shifts towards reduced inflammatory signaling. Unlike pharmaceutical anti-inflammatories, which often work within hours, natural approaches like this typically require consistent daily use over several weeks to a few months for their full benefits to manifest. During the first week of daily consumption, you probably won't notice dramatic changes, though some individuals report subtle improvements in digestive comfort and a mild uptick in energy. Biochemically, however, your body has already begun the vital process of incorporating omega-3s from chia seeds, and curcumin is starting to modulate inflammatory gene expression. But these changes haven't yet accumulated sufficiently for obvious symptomatic improvements. This initial phase is absolutely critical. Please don't abandon the formula simply because immediate dramatic results don't appear. Research consistently shows that anti-inflammatory benefits build cumulatively over time. By weeks 2 through 4, most people consistently consuming this combination daily begin to experience noticeable and welcome benefits. Joint stiffness commonly decreases, particularly the morning stiffness that many inflammatory sufferers endure. The 2024 meta-analysis on chia seed supplementation, for instance, showed measurable C-reactive protein reductions within study periods that typically lasted several weeks. Similarly, the 2023 meta-analysis on curcumin demonstrated significant reductions in inflammatory markers in trials lasting 4 weeks or longer. Digestive symptoms often improve significantly during this time frame, with reduced bloating and more regular bowel function from the added chia seed fiber combined with the formula's anti-inflammatory effects. Mental clarity improvements frequently emerge around weeks 3 to 4. We now know that chronic inflammation profoundly affects brain function through inflammatory molecules crossing the blood-brain barrier. As systemic inflammation decreases, many report improved focus, a welcome reduction in brain fog, and better mood stability. Energy levels typically increase noticeably as your cells function more efficiently without constant inflammatory stress, requiring less energy for repair and leaving more available for your daily activities. For the maximum, most profound benefits, generally anticipate results appearing after 8 to 12 weeks of consistent use. At this point, the cumulative effects of reduced inflammatory signaling, improved cellular function, and sustained exposure to these powerful anti-inflammatory compounds produce the most significant life-enhancing improvements. Some individuals even experience continued gradual improvement, extending for 6 months or longer. To track your progress, consider noting specific symptoms at the start, your joint pain levels, energy patterns, digestive function, and mental clarity. Then reassess monthly to accurately gauge your individual response. We've covered substantial ground today, my dear friends, and I sincerely hope this information has fundamentally transformed your understanding of how to effectively harness chia seeds for inflammation management. The core message is now abundantly clear. While chia seeds truly contain genuinely powerful anti-inflammatory compounds, their effectiveness multiplies dramatically when judiciously combined with turmeric to suppress inflammatory pathways, and with healthy fats to profoundly enhance absorption. Together, these 3 simple components create a truly synergistic formula, addressing inflammation comprehensively at multiple biological levels simultaneously within your body. The science supporting this remarkable combination is not just robust, it's compelling. Extensive research has consistently demonstrated that chia seeds' omega-3 fatty acids and antioxidants provide significant anti-inflammatory benefits. Numerous studies have clearly shown curcumin's ability to inhibit NF-kappa B and powerfully suppress inflammatory cytokine production. Crucially, clinical evidence has validated that fat-soluble nutrients like curcumin require dietary fat for optimal absorption, with bioavailability increases of up to a staggering 2,000% documented in peer-reviewed research. When you meticulously combine these 3 ingredients according to the straightforward formula I've shared, you are creating a powerful daily practice that can significantly reduce inflammation throughout your body, fostering a newfound sense of well-being and vitality. Remember, this isn't about replacing medical treatment for serious inflammatory diseases. If you're dealing with chronic conditions such as rheumatoid arthritis, inflammatory bowel disease, or other autoimmune disorders, always work closely and transparently with your healthcare provider. However, this scientifically backed formula represents a natural, evidence-based approach to supporting your body's inherent anti-inflammatory processes, one that you can confidently implement alongside conventional treatments with your doctor's informed approval. Thank you for watching, for investing your precious time in learning, and for your unwavering commitment to your health. Start implementing this inflammation-fighting formula today, and I encourage you to come back in 2 to 4 weeks to share your encouraging results. Until next time, take excellent care of yourselves, stay healthy, and never stop learning and growing.